Hi, welcome back to Let Us Seek the Lord, where we are reading the scripture in a 3.5 year schedule. Today we are on Numbers chapter 14, and it's May the 6th. So let's read together. So all the congregation lifted up their voices and cried, and the people wept that night. All the children of Israel complained against Aaron and Moses. And the whole congregation said to them, only we died in the land of Egypt, or if only we died in this wilderness. Why has the Lord brought us to this land to fall by the sword, that our wives and children should become victims? Wouldn't it have been better for us to return to Egypt? So they said to one another, let's select a leader and return to Egypt. Then Moses and Aaron fell on their faces before all the assembly of the congregation and the children of Israel. But Joshua, the son of Nun, and Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, who were among those who had spied out the land, tore their clothes. And they spoke to all the congregation of the children, saying, the land we passed through to spy out is an exceedingly good land. If the Lord delights in us, he will bring us into this land, and he'll give it to us, a land which flows with milk and honey. Only do not rebel against the Lord, nor fear the people of the land, for they are our bread. Their protection has departed from them. The Lord is with us. Do not fear them. And all the congregation said to stone them with stones. Now the glory of the Lord appeared in the tabernacle of meeting before all the children of Israel. And then the Lord said to Moses, Moses, how long will these people reject me? How long will they not believe me with all the signs which I have performed among them? I will strike them with pestilence and disinherit them, and I'll make you a nation greater and mightier than they. And Moses said to the Lord, well, then the Egyptians will hear it. For by your might you brought the people up from among them, and they will tell it to the inhabitants of the land. They have heard that you, Lord, are among these people, that you, Lord, are seen face to face, and your cloud stands above them, and you go before them in a pillar of cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. Now, if you kill these people as one man, then the nations which heard of your fame will speak, saying, because the Lord was not able to bring this people to the land which he swore to them, therefore he killed them in the wilderness. And now I pray, let the power of my Lord be great, just as you have spoken, saying, the Lord is long-suffering and abundant in mercy, forgiving iniquity and transgression, but he by no means clears the guilty, visiting the iniquity of the fathers on the children to the third and fourth generation. Pardon the iniquity of this people, I pray, according to the greatness of your mercy, just as you have forgiven the people from Egypt even until now. And the Lord said, I have pardoned, according to your word. But truly as I live, all the earth shall be filled with the glory of the Lord, because all these men have seen my glory, and the signs which I did in Egypt and in the wilderness, and they've put me to test now these 10 times and have not heeded my voice. They certainly shall see the land of which I swore to their fathers. They certainly shall not see the land of which I swore to their fathers, nor shall any of those who rejected me see it. But my servant Caleb, because he has a different spirit in him and has followed me fully, I will bring him to the land where he went, and his descendants shall inherit it. Now, the Amalekites and the Canaanites dwell in the valley. Tomorrow I'll turn and move into the wilderness of the way of the Red Sea, by the way of the Red Sea. And the Lord spoke to Moses and Aaron, saying, how long shall I bear with this evil congregation who complain against me? I have heard the complaints which the children of Israel make against me. Say to them, as I live, says the Lord, just as you have spoken in my hearing, so I will do to you. The carcasses of you who have complained against me shall fall in this wilderness. All of you who were numbered according to your entire number, from 20 years old and above, except for Caleb the son of Jephunneh and Joshua the son of Nun, you shall by no means enter the land which I swore I would make you dwell in. But your little ones, whom you said would be victims, I will bring in, and they shall know the land which you have despised. But as for you, your carcasses shall fall in this wilderness. Your sons shall be shepherds in the wilderness 40 years and bear the brunt of your infidelity until your carcasses are consumed in the wilderness. According to the number of days which you spied out the land, 40 days, each day you shall bear your guilt 1 year, namely 40 years, and you shall know my rejection. I, the Lord, have spoken this. I will surely do so to all this evil congregation who are gathered together against me. In this wilderness they shall be consumed, and there they shall die. Now the men who Moses sent out to spy out the land, who returned and made all the congregation complain against him by bringing a bad report of the land, those very men brought the evil report about the land, died by plague before the Lord. But Joshua, the son of Nun, and Caleb, the son of Jephunneh, remained alive, of the men who went to spy out the land. Then Moses told these words to all the children of Israel, and the people mourned greatly, and they rose early in the morning and went up to the top of the mountain, saying, here we are, and we'll go up to the place where the Lord has promised, for we've sinned. And Moses said, now why do you transgress the command of the Lord? For this will not succeed. Do not go up, lest you be defeated by your enemies, for the Lord is not among you. For the Amalekites and the Canaanites are there before you, and you shall die by the sword, because you've turned away from the Lord. The Lord will not be with you. But they presumed to go up to the mountaintop. Nevertheless, neither the ark of the covenant of the Lord nor Moses departed from the camp. Then the Amalekites and the Canaanites who dwelt in that mountain came down and attacked them and drove them as far back as Hormah. Well, it was a hot Oklahoma day, and the sand was deep on the red dirt road. My bicycle tires were bogging down in the sand. My 8-year-old legs were worn out from our 6.5-mile one-way trip to Yost Lake. It sounded like a great idea when my older brother suggested it. Let's ride out to the lake and back. I think the temperature peaked on that day at over 100 degrees. When we were in eyesight of the lake, our dog Lucky headed straight like a shot for it and without hesitation dove into the water to cool off. The swimming beach was on the other side of the lake. At that time, it cost $0.25 for non-members to enter. My brother and I did not have the $0.25 to pay, nor did we have our swimsuits with us. But the entrance guard was an old man who went to our church, so he gave us some cool water to drink and let us sit in the shade of his guard shack to cool off for a little while. Then we headed back home. Whenever we hit the thick sand, I didn't have the momentum to keep the bike going. As a result, I had to get off, push my bike through the sand. I was exhausted and frustrated from pushing my bike. My brother was frustrated with me for not being able to keep up. He had the strength to go through the sand. I didn't have it. A little way down the country road, we came across the railroad tracks. The railroad tracks formed a hypotenuse of a right angle with the country road and the highway as legs. My brother had a great idea. Let's take the railroad tracks back. It'll be a lot shorter. Well, he had no problem negotiating the railroad ties. I couldn't do it. Now, instead of pushing my bike through 4 miles of occasional deep sand, I was pushing it constantly on railroad ties. I was hot, tired, frustrated, crying and grumbling against my brother. I think that was a day where I could identify with the Israelites. They'd been almost a year and 3 months in the desert. The spies returned home with the news that while the land was indeed a land of milk and honey, the inhabitants were giants. Sitting camped in the southern Negev desert, they were hot, tired, dirty, and frustrated. They did more than a little grumbling against Moses. Joshua and Caleb sought to intercede for Moses and Aaron. The congregation picked up stones to kill Moses, Aaron, Joshua, and Caleb. They'd have done it too, except at the last moment, God let his glory appear. He was ticked. They had not just rebelled against Moses, but against the Lord. Ever wonder what his glory looks like when it appeared? Whatever it looked like, it was scary enough to stop the mob action dead in its tracks. They learned a new form of the fear of the Lord. Do you suppose the children of Israel could hear the conversation which transpired between Moses and the Lord when God appeared in his glory? Why did he threaten to kill all the Israelites? I mean, God knows from the beginning, from the end, he knew he wasn't going to kill them. Why did he threaten this? I think he wanted to instill in them a greater fear of himself. He wanted the Israelites to truly know what the fear of the Lord meant, and he wanted to teach us the importance of intercession for others, even those who would kill us. Jesus modeled intercession upon the cross when he uttered, "Father, forgive them. They don't know what they do." Stephen modeled it when he was dying and cried out, "Lord, do not charge them with this sin." Moses, unlike Jesus and Stephen, was spared death at this point, and he was successful in interceding for them. What was his appeal? His appeal was God's own glory. After all, what kind of glory would it be if God took them out of Egypt only to kill them in the desert? This incident is recorded to cause us to know the importance of his glory. The Israelites had also heard the delayed sentence, which was pronounced upon them. Everyone except Caleb and Joshua, 20 years old and older, would die in the desert, never being able to enjoy what should have been theirs. So what importance do you think we should put on the glory of God today? I should put my everything upon it. Life may feel like I'm bogged down in the sand. I may feel like I'm pushing my bike across railroad ties. I may feel like grumbling against my brother. But remember, he wants to show his glory not only to me, but also in me. So keep on pushing. He'll show it. Indeed, we do serve a glorious King. Speak his glory to someone today.